What's up everyone on the internet? Thank you for making this video part. I'm so excited to upload this one for you guys because this video we'll be taking a look at an anime that took me by surprise actually with its simple story but very interesting concept, and that will be Castletown Dandelion. So after I finished binging some anime for future videos, I remember asking my younger brother if he had anything to recommend me. Well, to my surprise, he tells me the general idea about this particular show, which is about a royal family with superpowers and it's only 12 episodes long. Once I heard that the series is only one season long, I was suddenly interested. Because for me, when I hear that an anime only has one season, I figure that the story is well contained and has a closed ending. More on that later. But anyway, this anime came out back in 2015 and is set in the somewhat modern world and follows the lives of the royal family who are in a bit of a pickle. As it turns out, the king decides to finally retire, and instead of handing over his crown to his oldest child, he decides to hold elections so that the people can vote for one of his kids, which is good because apparently there are 9 kids running for the crown. Oh, and I almost forgot, each of these kids has their own superpower. One of the things I found very interesting was that the overall driving goal of the story involves these kids running for election in order to be the next king or queen of the country. And what makes this show watchable is the fact that the story decides to give each of these kids their own superpower, allowing the show to have something exciting for viewers to watch. Now, when you look at each of these kids' superpowers, one of the other things that I also liked was how these aren't your typical powers. I mean, while we do have some characters who can fly and are super strong, there are other characters who can alter their age, read probability statistics, and can create objects out of thin air, but will take a huge chunk out of their bank account. And when I watched the first episode, I was like, holy crap, this is pretty much My Hero Academia. To double down on that, the manga for this anime was first published in 2012, whereas in My Hero Academia, that manga was published in 2014. So you could say that this anime was pretty much the precursor for My Hero Academia in terms of having a cast of characters with abnormal superpowers. But anyway, the series focuses on Akane, who is the red-haired girl in the poster right next to me and right here down in the corner, and is actually considered to be the shy sister of the family, but has the ability to alter gravity around her. And one of the reasons why she's running for queen is because of all the security cameras that are placed across the city, making life very uncomfortable for this shy introvert. So if she wins, she promises to get rid of all the security cameras. And one of the things that kind of bothered me was how the show doesn't really have any central character to focus on. Even though Akane is pretty much the poster child for this anime, the show tends to spread all the attention evenly across all the other characters. I guess the reason why the story decided to do this was that everyone could find one particular character they like and give them an equal chance of winning the election. Because if the show only followed Akane, then it would be pretty clear that she was going to win. But I will say, one of the show's most memorable moments is when we find out why Akane is so shy in the first place. Now, even though I like Akane, for me, I always preferred her older sister Kande, who is the black-haired girl you can see right here in the poster, and has the ability to create objects out of thin air, but at the same time will take a large sum of money out of her bank account. One of the reasons why I was rooting for her was because in one particular episode, you see her sort of backstory / origin as to why she has her reasons on becoming the next queen, which are pretty admirable, where she wants to help one member of her family who she feels guilty about. Also, looking back at the season, while there are a total of 12 episodes, 3 of them only take up the full 24-minute slot, while the remaining 9 episodes are split into 2 mini adventures. So when you do the math, that gives you a total of 21 different stories within this anime, which is good because that at least gives you some variety as you get to watch these characters get into all kinds of trouble that is very entertaining for us. And in almost every episode, each member of the family gets their own moment of shine, which is good because this allows the audience to fall in love with any character and hope that their favorite wins the election. Now, going back to what I mentioned earlier, one of the reasons why I enjoyed this little anime was because it was a well-contained story and had a very closed ending. And what I mean by that is that by the end of the show, the story is already tied up all loose ends with each character and closes with a happy ending, knowing that there won't be a sequel. Unlike some series who leave the ending open to the idea of having a sequel, which hasn't been greenlit yet, by leaving several unanswered questions that may or may not be answered. But like I said, the ending is great, and the final 3 minutes pretty much ties up everything nice as you see what happens to each of these kids while you fly off into the sky before the credits roll. And looking at who wins the election, I was very satisfied with who won. So overall, I had a really fun time watching this series. It's short, it's sweet, and it's fun to watch with your siblings as everyone can pick a character that they can relate to, making the whole watching experience even better. So if you're interested in watching a show about family and superpowers, you should definitely give this anime a shot. Well, that's gonna do for this video, guys. That was my overall review for Castletown Dandelion. If you like what you saw, click the subscribe button so you can get all these updates from this channel. I'll see you next time with a brand new video. Bye-bye.